Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Morgan, and today I figured we could do a piercing tour and sort of talk about my future piercings that I want to get. So starting out the video, I have currently like 4 or 5 piercings, depending on if you want to count each lobe. But I do want to get more, and I also have had a few that I've unfortunately already had to retire. So we'll get into that. So I'm gonna go over just my history of piercings right now. So the first piercings I got were my lobes when I was 19. So just basic lobes. Yeah, those were like uneventful. I don't really have much to say besides the fact that I remember them telling me to use hydrogen peroxide, and I cringe now because but they healed fine, no problems. Never had problems with them. Yeah, they're fine. The next one that I got was my septum. So I have this little tiny ring in right now. Yeah, that was also pretty uneventful. Like, I felt like I got punched in the face for like a little bit after. And that one was also a big hurdle for me to get over because I was like terrified to get a piercing. And then I did, so I was really proud of myself for that. And I love my septum. Like, I feel weird without it whenever I've taken it out, so always crooked. There you go. Yeah, I love my septum. I've had a few different like decorative ones for the holidays and more bigger ones like flowers with like the horseshoe. Right now I just have this one in because, spoiler alert, these nostril piercings are new. You might have seen it on my channel already. But I figured having a smaller septum ring that wasn't in the way would be a lot easier with these bad boys healing. The next ones that I got a vertical labret and my bridge piercing at the same time. So we'll start with this one. This is my vertical labret. I chose this because I wanted something on my lip, and I primarily was actually wanting like a Monroe. Not a Monroe. Medusa? Is that what it is? We'll go right there. But I don't want anything to go into my mouth because I have such bad teeth already. I don't want to cause problems. So I got this because it actually doesn't go into your mouth. Like, it's through my lip. So, yeah, it's like the one, I don't know if you call it oral piercing, but it's a piercing around your mouth that does not go into your mouth. So, I have that, and also was very uneventful. A little weird trying to like adjust to eating and stuff like that without bumping it all the time. And then my bridge, I obviously don't have that anymore because the person that pierced it wrong. I used a curved barbell, and I didn't even realize until I think it was the 8-week mark when I finally went to switch out my piercing, and it was a curved barbell, and I was like, what the heck? Like, I didn't notice, but it made sense because it was kind of always crooked, so I had a lot of people make comments on that. But I think it's because it was a curved barbell. Yeah, I definitely attempted to use the straight barbells and put it in, like, see if I could maybe get it to fit, but it was not working. So unfortunately, at the 8-week mark of healing, left it out completely. Because of that, I think it's because it was barely healed. I don't really have a scar. I don't think I do, at least. Let me, my dark circles over here. But yeah, it doesn't look like I have a scar. Spoiler alert, I am going to talk about this a little bit later in the video with my plans, but I kind of want to get it again. I still have all of the straight barbell jewelry, and I'm really into symmetry, so I think getting that with an actual straight barbell maybe won't look crooked because it'll be straight barbell and not curved and always like wonky. Yeah, and I feel like I have the anatomy for it. Like the other girl did it. I mean, she was wrong, but I feel like I have a pretty good space to do it in. And that person wasn't even that bad either. Like, it was kind of weird getting used to it because it was in the middle of my face. Like, I'm not used to having something catch right here. But getting it, like, there was like a pressure, but it wasn't really pain or anything. There'd probably be pain this time because I have scar tissue, but I'm hoping I don't have that much scar tissue because, again, I only had that piercing for like 8 weeks and there's not even a scar there. Hopefully that's minimal, but I really do think I'm going to get that again. The next one that I want to talk about is I did actually have my conch pierced. I don't anymore. There's a little scar there though right now because unfortunately while I was in the hospital in the beginning of November, I had to take it out because I got like a lot of MRIs done, and then unfortunately when I tried to put it back in, it would not go back in. So that sucks. I lost that one. I'm probably gonna end up getting it redone at some point. Like, I have a list that I'm also gonna go through of my future plans of what I want to get, but I miss him, especially because I literally waited so long to put a ring in it, and I just recently started wearing rings in it, and then I got like piece of jewelry that I like loved to put in there, and then I lost it. The jewelry that I really liked was only in there for like a little bit, so that sucks, but I'll get it again. And then of course my newest piercings are my paired nostrils. They're currently still healing. I got them like about 2 weeks ago. But I'm having absolutely no issues with those either. Like, I'm waiting because I've heard so much crap about them, about how annoying they are to heal, like piercing bumps and things like that. But so far, so good. I think, like, I don't want to say anything and, like, ruin it and, like, jinx myself, but I feel like I have pretty good luck with piercings. Like, they're kind of annoying to take care of, but honestly, like, I take care of them. So I think that's why I don't have any issues so far. It's just because I do really good aftercare. I clean them once in the morning, once in the after, or at night, and then like if I have to, sometime throughout the day if they're getting like extra crusty, but usually they're not. But yeah, it's been working out pretty well for me. I usually use like saline wound wash or something from the store, but I actually like my bottle that I literally just bought freaking broke. Like I don't know what happened to it, but the nozzle just like came off, so I couldn't even get this stuff out. So I've honestly just been using water on these and like cleaning them like that, and it seems to be working. That's what I've been doing. Seems working. I don't know. I don't want to like experiment with too much stuff. Like I'm just gonna stick with like simple and what I know. Um, yeah, I just feel like if you're gonna spend the money and take the time to like go through it, you might as well take care of the piercings correctly. Same thing with tattoos. So like there's a lot of people that like will switch out their jewelry early and things like that, and I'm usually not that person. With my nose piercings, I might have to because there's some testing that I have to do at the end of the month. And I'm pretty sure I don't have to take my piercings out, but I'm going to confirm with them. But if I have to, I have glass jewelry that I'm going to replace it with because I read that that's okay in a healing piercing. But hopefully that won't be too bad because it'll be like 8 weeks at that point that it's been in. So like hopefully it's not as big of a deal to switch out. So yeah, might be an unpopular opinion in the piercing community, but I'm like very strict about like I don't remove my jewelry. I know a lot of people do, but like I don't do it when it's healing because again I went through the effort and the money and everything like that to get these piercings, and I'm going to take care of them. I'm not going to mess them up because of something that I did, you know. So now it is time to talk about my future plans for piercings, which is the exciting part. So I have them grouped by like location. So we're going to start with my left ear, which currently just has a lobe piercing in it. We're going to start off with a banger. I don't know if I have the anatomy to get this piercing. I sent a picture to a piercer once, and she said on this ear I would be able to get an industrial, but like, obviously I would go in person to make sure. And if they tell me that I can't get an industrial, like, I'd be sad, but I won't get one. Because I've heard that those are a pain in the butt. But at the same time, I've heard that nostril piercings can be a pain in the butt. But, so, like, I don't know if I believe these people, but I've heard that they're terrible. Also, because you have, like, basically 2 separate piercing holes connected by 1 bar. So, I don't know. But I really want to try it out. So I think that'll be one of, like, the last piercings I get on this ear. Get it by itself. I'm going to be doing also, like, my piercings, like, left ear and right ear. I'm not going back and forth. Like, we're finishing one ear and we're going to another ear. Just to minimize, like, the amount of sleeping on things while they're healing sort of thing. And I just want to take care of one ear at a time. So I'll be a little like top heavy on one side, but it's fine. I also am honestly not quite sure like how you say this, but I want to get like a cartilage and upper lobes done. So I basically want to get like piercings all the way up, and if I get an industrial, like up to there. So again, I'm not exactly sure like how you phrase that, but I've seen a lot of people get that, so I kind of want to do that on that ear. And then I want to get a flat piercing. So like if I get an industrial, I want to like have them just like a stud in there or something. I'm also trying to like plan ahead of with this because when I had my conch, I didn't realize that I couldn't like wear my earpods. I ended up figuring it out, like of course right before it freaking got taken out. But for a while it was healing, and plus with a ring and stuff, like I couldn't put my headphones in. So I'm trying to keep it to where like, if you noticed, this ear would be things that like won't get in the way of where my earpods go. So I can have at least one ear that I can use earpods in. And then moving on to my right ear is going to be more like the inner ear piercings. So again, right now I only have a lobe piercing. But, so my plans are, I want to get a tragus done, I think, on this ear. I want to get a rook done, redo my conch, and then I want to get my daith done. So I have a few different thoughts about this. Is that my tragus sounds absolutely disgusting. Like, I'm sure I'll be fine, but like, it's such a thick piece of like cartilage right there. I feel like I'm gonna hear the freaking crunch. And like, everybody talks about the crunch, and I've not heard the crunch yet, and I'm scared to. Like, I'll get over it, but like, ew. It's just nasty. I don't want The rook, again, probably will also be a crunch. I don't know. My conch wasn't that bad. I already had that done, so I'm not worried about that, whatever. My daith just seems really like complicated. It's like, how do you even, I don't understand. I don't know if you just heard that, but my bunny just sneezed for the first time that I've had him, and it just like gave me a heart attack. Okay, so my next area of the body that I want to talk about is actually like my body. I just grouped it in like that. I'm not sure if I have the anatomy, but I want to get my navel pierced, I think. Again, that kind of grosses me out because I just like hate belly buttons. But at the same time, I'm like, maybe I will learn to love my belly button if I get a piercing. And just like symmetry wise, again, I feel like if I have so much going on up here, I need to do something over there. So that's what I'm thinking. Like summertime would be cute, whatever. And then I don't know if I can say this on YouTube, so I'm not gonna say the word, but my bahoobies, I keep considering getting them done, and I feel like this is a whole conversation for like another day, but I feel like they'd make me feel more confident, and I'm kind of uncomfortable with like sexuality as a whole. It's kind of like a deep topic to get into, I guess, but I'm wondering if getting that done would like help me with that. And I'm curious about it, and like people that have it always talk about how much they love it. And like, again, I know I would be fine, but just like the idea of waiting in the lobby, like not even getting them, like I already know that'd be terrible, but whatever, I can get over that. But like the idea of waiting in the lobby, knowing I'm about to get those done, makes me want to throw up. Like, I don't know if I can handle that. So that's gonna be something that like I don't think I would wait for. I know if you have an appointment, you still have to kind of wait, but I'm wondering if I should just like find a place that does appointments and go there so that I like know for a fact like I have an appointment time, I'm getting this done, not like walk in where I'm like waiting for like 3 other people to get their piercings, because that would kill me. That's gonna be down the road, but that's something that I'm like considering. I've also heard people talk about how like they just never heal, and I'm really hoping that that's not my case, because like I don't want to deal with that. Now, moving on to the face. Again, I want to get my bridge redone. This is something that, like, would be, like, years down the road if I ever do it. But I really love the look of cheek piercings. I will insert pictures here of, like, what I'm talking about. They're just so cute. And, like, I already have a little bit of dimples. Let me see if they'll show. That one's not showing, but I have like a little bit of dimples already, so like that wouldn't be the ideal of like why I'm getting them. I just find them like really cool looking, and I know there's a lot of like people get hate on it, and like it's really out of the box, so I would definitely get attention. And also the tissue of your cheeks is like freaking so thick, so like I feel like it would hurt really bad, and I just know it's like a really long process to get done. So I'm kind of, that's kind of scary, but like I would love to get them in a dream world, but like maybe someday, but it'll be quite some time until I do that, if I do. I'm also considering getting my eyebrows done, like matching. Not sure about that, but everybody tells me to get them done, like they think that would look good, and then again with my symmetry going on, I think it would be like cool to have that. I don't know with my bridge though if it would be too much. I don't know. I think about doing that. I also want to get my gesturum done, so like how I said before that I wanted a Medusa at one point. Basically, a gesturum is a vertical labret like this, in this lip, and I would like to get that done, and it would kind of look like a Medusa, and I already bought discs for it, so I think I'm going to do it, but I bought flat discs to put on this end, and then I have, the same exact size bars. I have like doubles, so I could do it on here. So like if I do flat discs in the middle where my mouth is, they should hopefully not like cause too much traffic. But even if they both have balls on the end, I think I'd be fine. And I honestly feel like I would have a lot of fun and be annoying and like collect them together and stuff. So no one's gonna be looking forward to that except for me. But it's gonna be a fun thing for me to do when I'm like anxious and bored. The only thing that holds me back from that is like, look how small my lips are. Like, even this one, sometimes I'm like, it sticks out a lot. But at the same time, I don't know. I have to look and see if they have smaller bars. But I would be very tempted to do that if I can do that. I feel like I could though, because like, if you look at my lip, it does protrude a little bit, so I think that's like what they look for. So, I don't know, but that's something I'm interested in. Then I also am considering getting a tongue piercing. Not sure about that because of just like your oral health in general, but I'm tempted, but it also like freaks me out because it just sounds absolutely terrible, like getting the whole process of like your tongue being freaking like held out while you're drooling and then like healing that and just like everything. Just seems very annoying. Those are my piercings that I have now and my kind of plans of piercings that I want to get. Like, let me know down below if you have any advice about like healing any of these piercings, or if you have certain piercings that you think would look good on me. I guess that's it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!